Welcome to the Your Business on Purpose podcast, the ultimate resource for women business owners looking to confidently navigate their entrepreneurial journey while upholding their principles. I'm Dawnette Palmore, your host and fellow entrepreneur. Join me as we immerse ourselves in illuminating conversations with accomplished experts spanning various fields across the business spectrum. Together, we'll unearth strategic insights into seizing opportunities and ensuring that your business is equipped with the essential elements aligned with your purpose and values. Welcome back to Your Business on Purpose podcast. I am your host, Dawnette Palmore. And today we're going to talk about something that a lot of business owners avoid, not because they don't care, but because it feels heavy. And I want to be really clear about this from the start. This is not about dramatic conversation, okay? It's about a practical one. The question is simple. What happens to your business if you're not there tomorrow? And, we don't avoid this question because, again, we're irresponsible. It's really because we're carrying a lot already, right? We have clients, we make money decisions, we have family responsibilities. We're the one that everybody comes to. We're the CEO, we're the CFO, we're the founder, the owner, we're all these things, the taxi, the boo-boo doctor, the I don't feel good doctor, the comforter. We are so many things that it's one of the last things we want to think about. And, I'm going back to a time when my husband and I were doing our trust and putting it together, and they asked us some really hard questions that we had to make decisions for. And they're not things we want to think about, but they're things that could happen. And, unfortunately, we don't get out of this life alive. We all pass at one time or another. So, thinking of how long it took me to get our trust, put all that stuff in place. And even though I knew how important it was when my children were little or our children were little, we didn't do it. And, honestly, there was not a lot of people I trusted to take my children. And, I just thought either we'll deal with it later or, I don't know what I thought, but, it's not something we want to deal with. And so we procrastinate, we put it off. But here's what I want you to think, and a shift I want you to make, because I'm not trying to be morbid or anything, but these are things we have to think about. They're things we need to put in place. We need to consider. We need to prepare for. So instead of saying, what if something happens to me, think about what would happen to the people connected to me. What would the people connected to me need? What do the people connected to me need? If I couldn't be here tomorrow, if I couldn't show up tomorrow, what do they need? Right? Because as a business owner, we don't have backup plans, right? Sometimes we haven't gotten that far yet. But most of the times as a business owner, we don't have any paid leave. We don't have an automatic income. We don't have an HR department that steps in, right? If we stop working, the income stops coming in for most of us. Mm-hmm. So if you were not available for a period of time, ask yourself these questions. Who would handle things? What would happen with my clients or customers? How would money continue to come in? And who would be making the decisions? Who's going to take over? Who's going to step into your shoes? Because we have our family over here we got to worry about, but we also have our business and everything that comes with it, the employees, the customers, the clients, all those things, right? So again, this isn't about being morbid or being pessimistic, but it's really about being real and having this real conversation. And if you haven't already, make sure that you listen to episode 189, because I also talk about being protected and the difference between coverage and protection. So now we're talking about planning for things to continue if something was to happen to us, right? And it really shows that we care about those people, that we care about the business we've built. We care about the people who've helped us build our business, right? It's about leadership. Leadership thinks about the people around them and takes care of them first, right? And as well as themselves, because making sure that you have these plans in place also takes care of you. It's going to take stress off of you, right? Because if you're home, God forbid, fighting cancer, you don't want to be thinking about what is going on at work. I got to go show up. I got to go. No, because you know, oh, I already put this person in charge. I know they're very capable. These processes are already in place. My team already knows what to do. I don't have to worry about it. And you can just be home healing. It really changes the game. And again, insurance is not just an expense. It's protection, it's planning, and it's transfer of risk and peace of mind, which is the most important thing. Because honestly, if we're home trying to fight an illness and we're not peaceful in our minds, it's going to put more stress in our body. It's going to take longer to heal. But if we just take that step to go and make sure we have all these things in place, to think about the things we don't want to think about for just a moment, for just a minute, so that we can make sure that if that thing happens, everything's taken care of. That's what this is all about, right? Protecting the business, making sure we got our finances in order. We talk a lot about this on the podcast, different business tips that can help you be better in business, to grow your business, grow your leadership, stop not burned out. But we also have to talk about the other side of business, right? The side where we have to take care of things, the side that nobody really gets to see because, it's the paper we sign and kind of tucked away in the drawer. But we need to pull it out. We need to think about these things. We need to have these conversations and make sure that we are taking care of not just us, not just our peace of mind, but those around us. So you obviously don't have to have all this figured out today. Again, these are conversations that I love having with you to bring awareness to where there may be gaps, to make sure that, again, you have worked so hard. I want you to protect what you have. I want you to put these things in place so that just because something happens, you don't lose everything. So it's worth asking yourself whether your business would create stability or stress if you had to step away, right? And when you're ready to talk that through, go journal it down. I mean, you can just talk it through with yourself or go to your insurance agent and talk it through with your insurance agent, your business coach, if you have any of that, talk it through with them so that you can make sure that you get what actually makes sense for your life. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. I enjoy our conversations. I love making sure that you are equipped, you are prepared, and you are protected because you're amazing, you're perfect, and I want to see your purpose fulfilled in this world. This podcast is dedicated to you and all the incredible women out there breaking chains, pushing through, and striving to make it all work. Your support truly means the world to me. Could you do me a favor? Be a gem and leave a review. It will help us reach even more women, making a bigger impact. Your feedback is invaluable, and I would genuinely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, ensuring you never miss an episode. Until next week, live a purposeful life in both your business and your finances.